Hello and welcome back to the Phoenix Wright trilogy. The last time, remember, we cleared the original 4 cases from the Game Boy Advance Gyakuten Saiban series, and now we are going to do the DS exclusive case that I didn't do in my original Let's Play of this series, which is Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. I'll explain what's so special about it when we get into it. Mind you, I'm dealing with getting over a sore throat, so it won't be as powerful as normally with the voices. Hope you guys can understand. Of course, right after I'm done with the first game, I'm gonna take a short break, then just get back in the swing of things, like in a week, and continue doing Justice for All, the remake, or the revisited version. God, I wish it was raining right now. And silence. And there's still silence. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is... until... the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m., Wright and Company law offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work.
There you are! Finally! Where have you been? My sissy's trial's tomorrow!
Calm down, Ran Hibiki. If you really look at her, she looks like Ran Hibiki from rival schools. For you?
It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Maya Fey.
Oh, sorry, read that wrong.
The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey.
Oh,
You're not Mia Fey, are you?
I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here.
So you're the coffee boy?
I'm Phoenix Wright, defense attorney.
Right. Oh, wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case?
Yes. That's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth from was murder case.
That's relief then. You're better than nobody.
I'm sorry. I am afraid I'm not taking cases right now.
But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney?
Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Like I said, I'm getting over a sore throat.
Please, I'm out of time.
So, I'll sip in some tea while I'm doing this. But,
Please, you have to help. It's my sister.
Maya. She looks more like a modern day Maya, though. Okay. I'll hear you out.
Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Skye. I'm a scientific investigator.
Scientific investigator? I'm not going to even question those buttons. Even from this close up, like the buttons aren't. Emma, was it you're a scientific investigator?
Yes! That's right. Is something wrong?
Now, as we get into the case, let me tell you. As it was done on the DS as well as the Wii version, because there was a Wii version of Phoenix Wright, you had to do a special interaction in order to have certain things appear on screen. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work on the PC version, let alone the PS4 version. But on the DS version, you had to blow. You had to blow in a certain area. Right where the small mic area was, that's where you had to blow. Or something, whatever it was. Yeah, I think it was powder, yeah. You'll see it soon. No, it's just, you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young.
Young? I'll be 16 years old this year.
Oh, I see. Wait! Only 16?!
I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less.
So exactly is your current position then?
Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader.
Borderline. If you're 16, you'd be borderline 11th grade.
But I'm ready to do my job. At my age, no less.
Great, another future professional in training. So, what's about a case you said the trial's tomorrow?
My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't.
So, it's a murder case.
I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact.
And there's a witness.
Just talk to her. You have to talk to her.
Right. I suppose I will.
I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but
That's interesting. How will she know Mia? So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then?
Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know.
Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit very unusual.
I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you?
Yeah, sure can't hold her for a lack of enthusiasm.
If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared.
Your sister.
I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done.
I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister.
My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school.
So, went to the same school, huh?
She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one.
Incidentally, Mia is a woman.
And now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's.
Oh God, you didn't oh God, no, babe, but why? Yeah, but why? Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close.
Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her.
Huh?
But she's my only family.
Your only family. What about your parents?
They died in a car accident when I was little.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, let's move to the detention center. The old DC. February 22nd, detention center, visitor's room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard. I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. Just your sister.
No excuses. Or did you not want a raise this year,
Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? She got one hell of a back.
Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here.
Excuse me.
Perhaps my memory is failing? Look. I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney.
I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey! How do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Skye. I'm Chief Prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Well, damn, I didn't know prosecutors were just like all metal slug and whatnot. Damn. She looked like she's ready to go to war. Two sisters. One a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma. Lana. I mean, they're just like... Chihiro and Mayoi?
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Well, let's talk about the case. There's something you should know from the start. Which is, the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime.
Wait, but the suspect is...
Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. My, that was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car, trunk. I see. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So, who was this victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective.
A detective?
Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective.
You know what that means, don't you?
Oh!
What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean?
Well, it means... Oh boy, what does it mean?
The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have found... The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so.
This case gets worse and worse every thing I learn. So, you're the Chief Prosecutor?
That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell.
That's an awfully large nutshell.
Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright.
Let me read that again.
I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana, what happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose.
How am I supposed to defend this?
Time to change the subject.
Wait, she was in the same class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? So, how are you related to Chihiro? Or Mia? Chiharu. You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her?
Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did track him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia.
Hey!
It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students.
In a rec class. Different? Yeah, different.
She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything.
I bet she did.
That was probably why she was attracted to me.
Excuse me?
Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was.
So that makes you Bret Hart? Oh.
I'm doing pretty good at school too, by the way.
Yes, of course you are. You get a head pat. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. And she's only 16!
Well, Mr. Wright?
Excuse me?
As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know! So how can you say you did?
By the way, I'm having tea. I'm having two different kinds of tea. Lemon green with a bit of syrup and honey. So every few sips, it's helping my voice.
If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana.
Yeah, total opposite of Maya and Mia, right? And poor thing is like,
Mr. Wright.
Yes.
I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you.
Hmm? You mean you're requesting my services as your defense?
Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over.
Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Melodramatic, aren't we? Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit.
It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Huh? About what?
My sister, she's not always like that, you know.
I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again.
She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her.
I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her?
I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not.
Sounds like there's something that... let me read that. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we?
Oh, okay.
I think something else was reintroduced when Apollo Justice came out. But I think after I'm done with the trilogy, I will consider doing the Miles Edgeworth games, the spin-offs, before I get to
The Courage of Steel!
February 22nd, Prosecutor's Office Underground Parking Lot. So, this is the lot where it all happened.
Looks like they're still investigating.
Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this.
Hey everyone! Keep up the good work! Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello.
Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expecting to go on nosy, partner?
Partner?
A little twang in my voice. Hope you don't mind. Wild Arms. Damn it, I just did some parts of Xenogears and have a bounty hunter, and now we got this dude. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina's got loose and the ranching is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
Mr. Marshall!
Brave Star! Shaving his face with a machete. Marshall! Brave Star! Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike seat.
Strike. Strike?
This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If he is fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? Sweet oil. You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Gun dot smoke. Was that hombre a friend of yours?
Kinda, sorta, yeah, he's a detective.
Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Cowboy Bebop, anyone? I see something. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me. Officer!
Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright?
What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police.
I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this. Please, just put it in your pocket.
Huh? How is that scientific? That sounds like theft to me. Foldable wallet found at the crime scene. There seems to be something inside.
I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay?
By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this.
Okay. Okay, now, look at a court record.
Uh-huh. Automatic, mind you. This is one of the new features they featured. This is one of the new features that happened in the DS version. Since this is quote-unquote the special case.
You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle.
Oh, okay, so...
Oh, look! I think there might be a clue here. You should take it off, but press the enter.
Well, you know what? I am going to use enter for this. If you can't really see it, it says Sergeant Bruce Goodman. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189.
See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful?
I guess. Though I don't know. I guess. Though I don't see what science has to do with it. So we get Goodman's ID.
Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find.
I guess I got to be on my toes from now on. So that's not all we have to check.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is.
Well, partner. Looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Gun smoke. The sheriff. Like I said before, this is a claim. You'd best be moseying on unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Yeah! Scary.
Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car?
Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh?
Please.
No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the top. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where is it going to take years and when, for that matter?
Note to self, look up victuals, saloon, cerveza.
Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. My name is Billy Bob. They call me Password. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off a claim. Right. Great.
Great. Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us?
Excuse me. Are you two all set?
Excuse me, were you two all set?
Oh. Oh. You're quite stunning. What's this? She couldn't be.
You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene.
This happens to be the Wonder Chef's wife. Oh, damn, that looks good.
Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh. Thanks. And you, sir?
Yes. Damn, that looked good.
Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks.
This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by or your officers.
No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the Coffee Queen are over.
Coffee Queen? Coffee Queen? Cough up?
Eh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes. All the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me. You are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder. The stabbing of that detective.
What? Mm-hmm.
A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about?
Please! Coffee Queen! Is that really her name? Tell us what happened!
The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels.
Yes, ma'am! You know what? If we put her in a match between her and Dahlia Hawthorne, my money's on her. She will whip Dahlia Hawthorne's ass. Angel! 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 Ah!
Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon.
Destiny. Was yesterday's special for some reason?
You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the names of innocents. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce!
The King of Prosecutors, 97.
So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutor convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! The most heinous of all, the evil ones. The one they avoided yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. A sinner sandwich? Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear. This legislature has a thing against prosecutors. Say.
The fuck?
So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath.
Hell hath no fury like a woman's wrath.
To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming Chief Prosecutor.
Strangely, you get an achievement for this.
How many lunches of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels late.
Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name?
Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here.
Well, you know, it's bento lunches, so yeah, there you go.
Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand this.
That's 3. Damn, that looked good.
The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's trilobite lunch set. Never mind! You and...
I don't even want to appreciate part of the trilobite's flavor.
Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth?
The glass wall booth?
I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him.
Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more fun than romance.
So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here.
Useful analysis. Not. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility.
Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder.
Oh! Oh!
I wonder if Miss Star was involved in sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure case of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking Coffle Queen.
I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Well, I'll let you do your duty, man. I'm just go upstairs. Bye. Ain't nothing worse than angry, just angry lunch lady, especially if she looks good enough to eat. Oh. February 22nd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Room 1202.
This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really.
Thanks.
Look, look! There's a trophy or something here.
A trophy? What, that shield?
It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk.
Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice! Long time no see, Edgeworth.
Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth!
You know him from somewhere?
Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and...
Right, her sister is the Chief Prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk.
No! Did I? No!
You did.
It was just Mr. Wright here. He...
Hey! Don't blame me!
We're just here to investigate a murder case.
Murder?
A body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot.
That would be my car. What of it? Damn! She set off the birds in so many places. Like, he did say, she's like, bitch, you said it.
Is it your car?
I'll say one thing, she can certainly scream. She certainly can scream. So, Mr. Let me look at your, let me just look at that King of Prosecutors trophy. I've been wondering, what the heck is this?
It has a big K on it.
The prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. Dana!
King of Prosecutors?
Yes, they have a tournament every year proving who's the best of the best fighters around. It's called the King of... Oh, wait. Wrong franchise. My bad. It's a tale of three... Oh, I'm bad. Wrong franchise. It's a great honor. They send and shield to the best prosecutor every year. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Duh. Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. True that. Given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors at the PD on the day of the murder. So the body was found in your car? God damn, Edgeworth! Shit, you got a run of bad luck. So first you've been framed for a murder, and then after that, now this shit happens? Good lord, man. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no, that's...
No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stopped him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean...
Wait. So you're the Chief Prosecutor's little sister?
Yes, sir. I'm Skye. It's nice to meet you again.
No, that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what'd you say? Lana Skye is the Chief Prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow.
You?
Well, it wouldn't be called the King of Prosecutors, no.
Mr. Edgeworth.
To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still... It's a bit of a miracle that I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Look at all these rumors! Spreading every day! Oh, good lord, let me stop that. Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy.
Forging evidence, arranging false testimonies, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the responsible for the current incident. What? What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop.
But
some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Skye? Yes, we worked. Chief Prosecutor Skye? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case.
that's right, I remember.
2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken.
Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the woman's person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you.
Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife.
What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon?
Good Lord, Edgeworth, what the fuck, man? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth's knife. Murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's tool. Edgeworth. Murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Traces of victim's blood, no prints. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke?
You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright.
So, let's give him his trophy. So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? Yes. A tenkaichi among prosecutors. You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, Wright. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure he's like,
Why's that?
I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes. Right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you?
where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah.
I was wondering about your shield. Why is it broken?
What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about.
Oh. Right.
He doesn't seem too concerned about his ward, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office.
Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday?
The day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday? The day of the murder?
Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office.
Cleaning day?
Working with the police department, we sort and file our evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal.
Yes, evidence transferal.
Wiping your hands of all cases, in other words.
Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12.
That's very precise.
People like myself and Mr. Edgewood pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright.
Take those stupid ass glasses off, girl.
No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence.
Record of parking in prosecutor's office lot. Entered lot at 5:12 p.m.
This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15.
So the murder happened right after you got back.
What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere.
Um,
the fuck? You goofy ass motherfucker, you. Oh, I got something for him. Oh, I got something for his goofy ass.
Excuse me! But is this Mr. Itchworth anywhere on the premises?
I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir! At the request of the chief, sir! I've got your report, sir!
Report. What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all.
Skye, sir. Skye, sir? No, sir! No name on that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir.
I think I just heard Edgeworth's lip blow.
Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it?
I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow. So don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir! But sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your...
Give me your name.
Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins.
Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month.
Be sure I didn't know.
Poor guy, looks like he was absent on the day they gave out burners and good luck. I guess sorry, sir. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yes, sir.
This is where the loose lisp has to come out. 'Cause sure, it has to sound as goofy as old fuck. Right. Yes, sir. Ah! Caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
Let's do as he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police station. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Oh, thanks. At least he's. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. So get the fuck out. So right, I'm telling you right now. Get out of my office. Please, just get the fuck out. It's like, oh, okay, man. Yeah, I'll see you at the trial tomorrow, man. You want me to bring cookies? Bring coffee. Okay. Mickey, sir! I got to talk to you, sir! What the fuck? February 22nd, Police Department entrance. Oh my god, what the living... The Blue Badger. We see campaign.
We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only been to criminal affairs next door. Huh? Hold on. What's that? Ladies and gentlemen, Parappa the Rapper's lost member of the family.
Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Oh yeah, we all know him. He's the broke-ass, relative of Parappa the Rapper. Everybody knows him. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh. He noticed me.
He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Alright! I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Cookies.
I was wondering about that.
Why? The Dancing Blue Badger is my masterpiece. Dick. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere.
There's no switch, so just dances until the battery dies. Oh, lovely. What kind of batteries run on that shit?
Poor Blue Badger. Waited to dance until he drops.
No shit.
I'm sorry, I look at that like, that's a work of art. What the fuck? A work of art designed by the Chief of Detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe.
Okay.
He looks like... he looks so guilty. He's like...
I'm here to dance for you forever and ever and ever.
He has the mascot that doesn't end. Let's talk about that case.
I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
What? Why not?
Eh? Well, it's just that the Chief Prosecutor has confessed the crime. She said she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But why she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no, come on, pal, there's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Skye's sister. Whoa! The Chief Prosecutor's little sister!
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices now. You don't want to be heard. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
Police department, remember? It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranking people and being let into criminal affairs, man. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs, man. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little long? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall.
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall died. A patrolman charged the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal! Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is Detective ID's card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card away. Let's see, Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
But didn't you work together with him in criminal...
Whoa! Now I remember! Bruce Goodman, he's the victim! That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
So, this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this place. Where does that Chief Prosecutor Skye call him out there? To the parking lot? And Lana's confessing as much. And let's just show him the King of Iron Fist. I mean, this. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. That reason is... I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers. Must be because of the rumors. Stop rumors from running around. God damn it. And we also gotta present the knife. Found it in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Skye to do such a thing?
Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, I'm sure she did. She said she didn't do it.
But someone must have, someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could he have done?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Edgeworth's troubles. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Well, it started with the murder of that defense attorney Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal. There have been. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. One moment. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. For forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the Chief Prosecutor position himself. But what? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the Chief Prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? Nah, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West L.A. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Letter of introduction. Received from Detective Gumshoe allows bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Thanks, man. Well, back to the parking lot. Yeah, this is gonna be like one of those long ones. Like, we're looking at 2 hours here. February 22nd, back at the parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, it looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby.
Oh. Still here? Hello. Why, the surprise looks, didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too.
The fuck? What happened to the security guard?
Well, I know how she gets around. Hey, what's so wrong, Bambina? You looking for a doggy that's lost his herd? You looking like a doggy that's lost his herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. From West LA! It leaves little to the imagination, let me tell you. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? That old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something. Huh? Look. Where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah. I think he just miswrote it. Wait. Why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then.
Well, thank you, Officer Marshall.
Alright. That's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Okay, wait a sec. Is a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks. The clues are calling. Welcome to our ghost strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Not to solve police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I suppose I won't be needing this anymore. Well, let's have a look at this piece of shit that Edgeworth calls a car. Starting with number 1. This looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yes, check. Right, let's check it out. and automatically does it for you. That's cool.
This phone's still on the redial screen.
Redial.
Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know things about, like... Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you know, with people from your generation.
Whatever, let's just check this phone out. This is a Sony Ericsson. Now, to see who the owner of this phone call was.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button.
Hey! That song! I know that! Tonasoman. Hey! What's going on over there? Ah! Sorry. I'll see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Oh, well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Skye.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, Pop. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a ringing phone just now. One of them newfangled ringtones. Oh? I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, the wrong number. I hope you're not mine. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. They shoot you for that in LA, man. I don't know about West LA, but they will do that to you in LA. In certain parts. Well, it's the dark side of Compton. Uh-oh. I signed the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Now let's see about this here.
This rope, is it?
Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
You know, the first time I saw that, I'm thinking 675 and 12.2. But if you really look at it, it means something else. I mean, I'm looking at it really good. You're right. Let's see. 67S 12/2. 6-7S 12/2.
There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for detective reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Now we need evidence. We need info. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Gun smoke. Good men always die young. Remember that, partner.
Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right?
He looks like one of those early Japanese detectives. Wearing white.
Well, well. Well, well. Aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Gun smoke. Detective Goodman will stay up here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale.
I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr.
One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. Here's the autopsy report.
Death due to gloss. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound. Dying within an hour and a half of 4 p.m.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Skye and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So, there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prosecutor. Gun smoke in high definition.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot?
So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're not a patrolman, right? Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective.
You calling me up? They shoot you for that in Texas. I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really?
No, he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now. How can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina?
So, why are you in charge?
No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
Well, that's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't even find his tail. Maybe it because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of the cattle run by order of the Chief of Police.
Come on now. Just she doesn't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall!
Yeah, Bambina.
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Gun smoke in high definition. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Something's up to something. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicion about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimony, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Gun smoke in high definition. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence, everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. It's a secret to everybody. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I
guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma,
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
Hey! I would like to have that as my ringtone. It's the Still Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
Let's see. Property of Lana Skye, last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. And with that, we're going to continue this in the next part when we get into the first part of the trial. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop here. And save. And in the next part, we deal with episode 5, day 2. We deal with the trial former. So, next time, we deal with that. Stay tuned for more of Rise from the Ashes, the special case of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Thank you, and stay tuned for the next part.